into a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to San Diego and Snapdragon Stadium, the home of the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Aztecs will kick this deep to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring. His route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here comes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He's found some room at the 45. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oregon. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Caught behind the line. It's Presley. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
They keep him guessing with a run. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Aztecs looking to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Presley. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll use the ground game here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back? Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. This one will be a 60-yard attempt. Can he get it there? Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. Breaks into the clear. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Ducks. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The San Diego State offense on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They stopped them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. He hands it off from the gun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made to the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He'll lose a few yardage. That's going to be the final play of the 1st. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Direct snap to the back. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Receiver in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they get set now to try the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Pass caught, second down now. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Look out, off and running. Crosses the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, San Diego State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come on, get a stop here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The ball is caught. Breaks clear in open space. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Second down, looking to throw it. Swarm to the pass rush, the sack.
That time they were able to get to the quarterback before he has a chance of throwing yet another touchdown pass. 3 already in this first half. At least this is a sign that this defense hasn't totally given up yet.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get to the marker, just short of it. 4th down now.
What a great run here by this running back, picking up a ton of yards. Doesn't quite get the first down, but it does make an interesting decision for the head coach. Do you go for it on 4th and short, or do you take the points?
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. He's wide open. Look out. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to chuck it again. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aztecs.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Fires it to the wideout. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
High completion sets up an important third down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. What a kick. It's good from 57. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
A gain makes it second and medium. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Wants to throw it. It's the running back in the flat. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Well, they try to sneak the running back out of the backfield. Quarterback looking downfield, no one open, so he just tries to get it to the back and hope he could get the yards after the catch for the first down, but the defense corrals him short of the marker.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Aztecs will line up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Presley. Touchdown, San Diego State. Look out, whole different game now. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught in the flat by the running back. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that. The San Diego State offense on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Let's go! Let's go!
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I know this quarterback loves to take this shot downfield on the go route. Not able to connect this time, but you can guarantee this offense will look for those quick shot opportunities again.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Using his legs on the scramble. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And he's brought down out at the 46.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Contact as he let the ball go. That's caught. It's Presley. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
And the Aztecs have 1st and 10 here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
It's now 3rd down.
pick up something here on third down. A field goal try here would be from 58. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk, defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, they've had great continuity, done a nice job of mixing the run with the pass. Here, one of their first mistakes on the drive, a dropped pass, and now a fourth down.
Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. A miss. To tie this game, still down by 3. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of 2 top 5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game. Who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Aztecs offense back on the field now. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The Aztecs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Aztecs. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. We go with a direct snap. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Gets made on the out route. The Ducks offense is on the move now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Stopped short the marker after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Anytime you see a defense sit back and cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Pounding away with the run game. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way. because they've been able to run the football. Now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And there's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kurt, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume, and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And here's the handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Aztecs will have 1st and 10 here. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here.